Hello, my loves. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and on my channel, I discuss manifesting as a lifestyle. I am the only coach you need to follow with manifesting your specific person or manifesting any desire. I help you align to your desire and create success. You will create success and align with your desire. By using my processes, they work. Today, I want to talk about the idea of how not to react to circumstances, okay? Because I hear people say, someone on my feed on YouTube, on the comments in YouTube said, I'm not reacting to circumstances, but I feel hurt and I feel put down. Something to that effect, right? That's not, you're not doing it right if you're doing that. When you don't react to circumstances, that means you know you're the creator and you empower yourself. You should feel empowered by not reacting to circumstances. So not reacting to circumstances doesn't mean you allow someone to walk on you and then you feel bad and you feel hurt and you don't like the way they treated you. That is wrong. That's not the way to not react to circumstances. What matters is how you interpret the situation. Interpret the situation knowing that you're the creator, that you have the power, that you are the operant power. Don't let someone walk on you. To not react to circumstance means that you speak your mind, or you speak your mind and tell them whatever you want to tell them, and know and set the intention you're getting your desire no matter what. Or remember, there's infinite ways to play this out. What I don't want you to do is, if they mistreat you, imagine you're not reacting to circumstances, but yet you still feel hurt. Because if you still feel hurt, they must keep doing what they're doing to make you feel hurt. Not reacting to circumstances means, for you to not react to the circumstance, it means you imagine they said something different. You live in the end as if they said the most beautiful things to you. Or don't entertain what they're saying. It doesn't mean you're feeling hurt and you're feeling walked on, but you didn't react to them. It doesn't mean you have to not react in the 3D. It means, how are you reacting in your mind and your imagination? How are you interpreting the situation and what's happening? If you want to change the situation, you need to interpret it differently. Yes, speak your mind. Yes, tell them you don't deserve to be treated that way. And tell them how you want to be treated. And if they want to be in your life, then they need to treat you a certain way. You could, whether you speak it or think it, that's what you want to do. You affirm that. You see that vision of you and that version of you, and you solidify that version of you. Solidify the version of you who knows that you overcome this circumstance by living in the end of already having your desire. If a specific person says something that hurts you, infinite ways to play it out. There's infinite ways you can imagine your desire, but if you keep feeling hurt, they're going to keep doing something that hurts you, that makes you feel hurt. You're feeling hurt, you're the cause, they're the effect. You're hurt, they're going to keep confirming that you're hurt. They're going to keep behaving in that way that makes you feel hurt. They're just reflecting you. So if you want to change the circumstance and you want to change the interaction, it's not that you just don't react to them. If you don't react, that's fine. You could not react. You could be just like stoic. That's fine. Stoic. But how do you interpret the situation? You must interpret the situation that's the old version. I'm getting what I want. I'm in my power. I know what I'm doing. You're not interpreting it that I didn't react, but I'm really hurt and I don't like the way they treated me. If you're saying I'm really hurt, I don't like the way they treated me, that's what you're affirming. That's what you're interpreting with the situation. So do you see, you have to be more clear, and you need to be more aware of how you're interpreting the situation and how you see things. All right, hello everyone. Now you know what to do. Now you know you don't react and you step into your power. It's not just about not reacting. You don't react and you step into your power. You affirm the reality that you do want. You affirm he's in love with me. He wants me. He is with me. We are together. You love me, right? You're thinking that even if they're standing right in front of you, even if they told you the opposite. You could do that, but do you understand? You could also say, if they said they didn't want to be with you, you could say, okay, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. You were always a jerk. I deserve better. You could say that, but you could go and you go, oh, wow, I just let that out. I just needed to let that out. Sometimes we just need to let that out. Let it out. But what's more important is you affirm what you want and live in the end. Affirm as if you have it. Because you can walk away and affirm it and gain your power and you feel better and you spoke your mind. Maybe you needed to speak your mind and that was something you needed to do. You could also, they could be right in your face and tell you, I don't ever want to be with you anymore. And let's say they were a jerk, but you could know you're the operant power and you can imagine they are saying something different. You can imagine they're saying, I want to be the best version of myself, or I want to be the best I can of me so they could be the best for you. You can imagine them saying something different. The only thing that exists is your imagination. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. Whatever, you could recreate anything. You could imagine anything. You could reimagine the past. You can reimagine what's even happening in the present moment. I do that all the time. I don't need to do it all the time anymore. I did that a lot to shift my reality really quickly. I kept just revising it right in the moment. I revised it in the moment. I revised it in the moment. If someone was saying something hurtful, sure, I could feel hurt, but I'm at a place where I don't need to feel hurt. I'm in the operant power. I could change that and switch that immediately. Some old thoughts popping up, no big deal. I affirm what I want to experience and they shift and show me who I am and how I'm the operant power. Anyway, let me go answer questions. You guys are powerful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you need additional help, I have meditations in my playlist. If you want to do the work on your own, my self-concept course, Master Your Reality by Mastering Your Self-Concept, is powerful. It is a blueprint. It's a blueprint for success. Deborah, I've been married to a narcissist for 33 years. Do you have more to your question? You have the power to change anything. You could leave that situation. You can create a new version of yourself. You could start to tell a different story. You could start to tell a new story that you're shifted into a new reality. Tell a new story that you have changed and that person has changed. Tell a new story of how you are treated. Tell a new story and live the new story. Tell a new story and live the new story of how you expect to be treated, what boundaries you have, what your standards are that are way up here. Start telling a new story and watch your world just transform. All possibilities exist. Okay? Do you understand? Everyone in your world is a reflection of you. In your reality, everything is a mirror and it's reflecting you. It's reflecting you. If you want to change anything, you change the perception in your mind and your reality changes. So change the perception of how you're treated and how you expect to be treated and how you expect to interact with someone, and you're going to change that whole dynamic and that whole experience. That's how you do that. Jimenez, or is it Jimenez? I have the feeling that he is already here. He is here, girl. He's here. I want to say that I started to manifest small things and they appear less than 24 hours later. Less than 24 hours later. Amazing. You can manifest fast. You can manifest within 24 hours. You already have the desire. It's already done. You're already powerful. You manifest easily. You manifest effortlessly. Everything works in your favor. Life favors you. Nadia. I'm chosen, loved. He loves me. Okay, beautiful, beautiful affirmations. You are chosen. You are loved. You are loved by the person you love. You are loved by the person you loved. Okay, you're saying though, if it still hurts even for a second, is that bad? Well, it's not that it's bad. You're the definer of everything in your life. You're defining everything in your life. So start to create the meaning behind that. It's okay if it still hurts. It's going away. I'm feeling you. This is a little rampage of what you can think to yourself. It still hurts. That's okay. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting more powerful. I know what I'm doing. I know how to feel loved. I know how to choose myself. I know that this was a reflection of me. I know that everyone is myself pushed out. I know that I can change reality right now. I can just snap my fingers and the world changes and it's already revolving. It's already revolving around you. You know that? The world is already revolving around you. Your reality is already revolving around you, reflecting your thoughts and your beliefs and your assumptions. And the sum total of what you believe and how you believe reality to work, the sum total of all of it. And you didn't even choose what's in your imagination. You didn't choose it intentionally. Now you take conscious control of what you want to experience by affirming it and by keeping your focus on that version of reality of you, the version of you in that reality. You could decide right now, you've forgiven and moved on into a new version of you. You're a new version. Okay, think of living in the end with your desire, which sounds like a specific person. If you're living in the end, that means you have your desire. So if today, right now, you're in your living room and you have your desire, would you feel hurt? Would you feel hurt? No, you wouldn't feel hurt. If you have your desire right now, what would you be feeling? What would you be thinking? That's something that you could work on. Use my self-concept course to be the version of you that's living in the end. You have to think from the end of the version of you who has your desire. Okay, so in a way, there's that perception of linear reality because we see that, right? But you have the power to overcome linear reality. So even if you are just saying, I'm getting better, this is okay, I'm changing, you could just decide, I change it now. I'm no longer hurt. I'm empowered. Aren't you empowered that you're the operant power? Aren't you empowered that you're the operant power? That you're a master manifester? Step up and feel empowered because you are. It's all within you. So instead of feeling hurt, just let that be in the past. You were hurt. Start stepping into, I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm doing this, I'm powerful, I know how to focus, I know how to feel good, I intend to feel good, I intend to feel fulfilled, I'm feeling fulfilled, I feel secure, I know I'm the creator, I know what I'm doing, I know how to manifest, I know how to manifest love, I know how to love myself, I know how to feel chosen, I know how to manifest, I know how to change my state. You speak as if you already have it, consistently. You persist, your world changes. Okay, George, I'm seeing nothing in the 3D. You just declared that. You're affirming that. Why do you want to affirm that? Do you want to be affirming that? You're seeing nothing in the 3D. Okay, there you go. Your wish is, your reality reflects what you say and what you do and what you think. Seeing nothing in the 3D. Okay. Do you want to see movement in the 3D? Just start saying it. Say it before you have it. Say an intention, okay? And maybe an intention feels a little softer, and it's just as powerful. It's a little softer, but just as powerful. I intend to see, I have my desire. What is your desire? Let's say it's $100 right here in the palm of your hand right now. What does it look like $100 in your hand? What does that $100 bill look like? What does it look like if you have 100 $100 bills? What does that look like? You're just counting $100 bills. What does that paper smell like? That's all you have to do. Put your focus on the $100 already there. I intend to see that. And now just paint the picture of it. Okay, if it's a specific person, I intend to see love right here in my life. What does it feel like to embrace and embrace and hug like body to body, and the warmth of a body on you, the warmth of a hug? What does it feel like to kiss someone? What does it feel like to have them smile and laugh at you? That's living in the end. Even if you do that, if you think that for just a few moments, that's living in the end. Spend more time doing that. I intend I have this relationship. I intend I have the love I want. I intend this is all working out for me. You have to persist in what you want, because right now you just declared, I'm not seeing anything in the 3D. Well, that's it. Then you're not going to see anything. So hard to believe. Okay, well, it's going to be really hard for you to believe. Right now, you've manifested a reality where you don't see anything. It's hard to believe. Okay, I get it. And you don't want to give up. Good. Okay, so you don't want to give up. But do you want to be it's a little bit of a struggle. Do you want to be in that struggle? I'll bet what I want. Yeah, okay, so it's yours. It's yours already. Just keep declaring it. I already have it. If you already have something you're not overly focused on, do I have it? Do I have it? Where is it? I don't see it. Where is it? You already have it. You already have it. Now practice a sense of relief. What does it feel like to feel relieved? What does it feel like to feel relieved? I feel relieved. I feel relaxed. I feel secure. I intend to be secure. I intend to know I'm the operant power. I intend to know everything's reflecting me. I intend to see evidence. That's okay. See the evidence. I intend to see the evidence just showering down upon me. It's going to do that. Speak the things you want instead of what you don't want. So instead of saying, I'm seeing nothing in the 3D, it's so hard to believe, write this down right now, or type it in your phone or on your iPad or something. Write this down. I see movement in the 3D. It's so easy for me to believe this. It's so easy to see this. It's so easy for me to get what I want. And keep saying that. Okay, it's done. We just created for you. It's done. All you have to do is keep knowing it. Don't change it. Don't get off track. Because if you come back and say, I'm seeing nothing. Well, now you just said, I'm seeing nothing. And now you're manifesting, you're seeing nothing. And the reason you're saying it is because that's a dominant belief that you hold. And if that's the dominant belief you hold, what's going to manifest? You have to keep persisting in your affirmation to change your thought, to change your belief. And you override what you used to experience. You can override that right now. Just keep saying, like, have the thought, like you're someone who knows how to override reality. You can just override it. You know how to override it. You know how to code life. This is literally like a computer program, and you're just a code. You're a coder, right? You're coding. So just plug it in, and you plug it in by imagining it, by affirming it, by having inner conversations. All right, done. It's done. Claim it. It's done. When you say something the opposite and you're opposing it and you're doubting it, just say, nope. Oh yeah, I thought it already. It's done. You can reaffirm it. Nope, I already have this desire. Go into the imaginal scene. Remind yourself you already have it. Anna. Hello, if we're talking manifestation, I can really use some advice. Sure. This weekend I discovered how effective visualization is for me. Imagining scenes, replaying it. Beautiful. I love that you see that it's effective. Beautiful. I actually saw results, but yesterday I had a huge meltdown and panic attack, and now I'm super worried. Well, that's okay. Okay, first of all, you saw results. Congratulations. Focus on the results that you already attained, okay, that you already received, because you did that. When you had the meltdown and the panic attack, people start to think you're going backwards and you lost everything you did, but you're not. You're always in the present moment. So in the present moment, just say that meltdown, panic attack, maybe that's just something you needed to get out of your system. Remember, everything is about perception. So if you perceive the meltdown as like, oh my God, I'm going back to square one and it's not working, well, then that's what your reality will be, because your perception about what happened is what manifests. But if you could perceive the meltdown and the panic attack, you were releasing the toxic perception inside of you. So that meltdown, just all you have to do is change your perception about the meltdown. It's okay you had it. You just needed to get that out. It's all okay. You are even more powerful for that happening. How you define something is what creates your future experience. So just turn it around in your favor. Whatever story is happening or whatever experience happens in your world, just turn it around in your mind and to your perspective and watch and see what happens. You're going to test it. You test it on your own, because in the testing, it will prove itself to you. So you got the results, and if you did that once, you could do it again. And you already said, what did you say? You discovered it's powerful. It's effective. It is effective. So use that as your affirmation, because you already had an experience that it is effective. So you have a belief around that already. So keep affirming that. It's so effective. If you're so effective at visualizing, that means you could visualize what you want right now, and you can have results really quickly, just like you did before. Okay, you've got this. You're powerful. Rainbow, I used to have no problems revising, but I'm scared to do it now. I feel like sometimes revising could feel scary because we start to think too much about how reality used to be hard and solid, and you forgot that you're the operant power. And it feels scary to think like it feels untrue, or it feels like a lie. It feels like a lie. I think that's what it is. It kind of feels like a lie. But you have to remember, this is already a lie. This is not who we are. We're not like a human. You're an infinite being in a human body having an experience. This is a lie. Do you understand that this is literally a lie? That's not who we are. Do you believe that on some level? Intend to understand that on a deep level. On a deep level, say something like, I understand on a deep level who I really am, and that I am living infinitely. The thing is, you just have to familiarize with something. Also, you don't have to revise something if it's not comfortable. I kind of like it. If you want, all you have to do is affirm in the present moment you have your desire, whether you imagine it happened in the past or you imagine you have it now. It's the same thing, right? So if that feels better, whatever's feeling better, just go with that. Because it's going to feel easier if you're doing something that already feels better. And if it feels natural already, just affirm it's already done. It's already yours. Keep claiming it. Rose, it's so hard to ignore the 3D, but I'm trying. Great. You're doing a great job. Let's just shift this, okay? 3D is old thoughts and beliefs, and you can change it now. I want that to be your dominant belief. Change that right now. You're going to just erase in your mind that it's hard to ignore it. And so you have to recognize you're saying that it's hard to ignore it. Then the world is showing you it's hard to ignore it. Guess what? If you're like, oh my God, it's hard to ignore it. Like you might just be talking to a friend casually and you're like, it's hard to ignore it when he's ignoring me. And, let's say SP is ignoring you and you're like talking to your friends about he is ignoring you and it's hard to ignore it because it's right in my face. Well, guess what? It's going to keep being right in your face. When you keep saying it's hard to ignore it. And sometimes we're thinking it without even realizing it. Do you know when you're just driving in the car and you have all these thoughts and you didn't even remember what you were thinking and you're all of a sudden at the destination and you had no idea what you were kind of thinking that whole time? Gain control of your imagination. Gain control of your thoughts. This is where we create from our imagination. Okay, so now you know that, right? Now you recognize you were creating. It's hard to ignore the 3D. You created it without even realizing it. Now I've pointed it out to you. You know it. You realize it. So what do you need to do? I intend, like you're going to think, right? Snap your fingers and remind yourself you could change it now. You know what? 3D, it's moving. 3D favors you. Or you intend. I intend. It's powerful. The power of intention. The power of intention. So intend. I intend. 3D favors me. 3D is so easy. 3D is easy to shift. 3D is working in my favor. 3D loves me. Everything in my world loves me. Everything in my world works in my favor. It's easy to look at the 3D because I'm the operant power. I don't care if I see the opposite. I switch it right now. I know how to switch it right now. I don't care what I see in the 3D. Do you see that you could have that? You could create that. It doesn't matter because do you understand you have the power to override the 3D? That's your power. So we don't even have to necessarily ignore it. You just say, I'm going to override this 3D and then you choose something different. And you choose what you want by placing your focus on what you want, envisioning what you want as if you have it, knowing that it's already yours. Okay, so you've got this. It's done. It's yours. You've got this right now. Now you know what to do. I'm intending that all of you are having movement. All of you are seeing evidence. I love you all. Today in my VIP group, we talked about being a master manifester. Well, I did. I gave a lecture about how to be a version of you, how to shift into the version of you who's a master at manifesting. If you want that kind of content, join my VIP group. It's a monthly membership subscription. It's $35 a month. You can join free for 1 week, join the community, learn and go into the hundreds of videos that I already have unpublished and ready for you to watch. Be part of a community that helps you know that you're the operant power, so that when you're saying it's hard to ignore the 3D reality, I'm going to be right there to say, no, it's not. You forgot who you are for a moment. You're the operant power. You can override the 3D. You're changing things. You're shifting into new realities. If you need that kind of help and support, join my group. It's free for 1 week. I'm doing a Q&A Saturday. I do a live Q&A usually on the weekend, on Saturdays. Through the week, I go live, but you also have the support. It's an app that you download and you stay connected to remind yourself that you're the operant power. You're the creator. Nothing supersedes you except the law. And the law is whatever is within, so without. So sometimes we need that reinforcement, the reinforcement that you're the operant power and that you're the causation. The world outside of you is just a mirror. The reinforcement of that knowing is sometimes what we need in the very beginning. Join my group for 2 months. You change your life. You will change your life because you'll be reinforced on a daily basis that you're the operant power. I like this. Ta said to Rose, the 3D is a joke. Your 4D is on its way. It's a joke. That's, if we could kind of downplay, even though it feels so big and it feels like it's dramatic and it feels overwhelming, it feels so real, which it's real. But what's more real is knowing that you change things within your imagination. It changes the 3D reality and you can change it really quick. And the more you practice daily, knowing that you reflect a reality that you want even faster. 3D is a joke. 4D is done. It's not even on its way. It's already done. You shift like that. You're someone who can shift like that. You gotta just change your mindset and persist in it. The key is persistence. That's why being part of a community is so helpful. That's why you have transition. That's why people transform and transition their reality so quickly when you're part of a community. You will also see movement and transition in your life. Okay. 3D is a joke. 3D is just old thoughts. You are powerful. You change it now. 197. He has confirmed he loves me, misses me, needs me. Beautiful. But that's where it sits. Okay. What can you do? Well, you manifested that. So you're also manifesting. That's where it sits. It's you doing that. You're doing that without really realizing. Do you understand that? That's where it sits. If you declare that, that's what you're manifesting. That's what you're living. You just declared that's where it sits. And now, boom, that's where it sits. You're the master, you're the operant power, and you declared that's where it sits. Do you know why you declared that's where it sits? Because you looked outside of yourself to determine what your life will be. That's not where it will sit. What can you do? Step into your power, join my VIP, my Mastermind Lifestyle Manifesting group. Join it and know that you're the operant power. You change this now. That's not where it sits. You are in control of your life and your reality. He confirmed he loves you, he misses you, he needs you, and he wants to go to the next step, baby. He's ready to move in. He's like ready for engagement. He's looking at rings. What do you want? Is that what you want? Because that's what you say. If that's what you want, then that's what you say. That's what you do. Because you said, what can I do? That's what you do. You tell yourself what you want instead of that's where it sits. You forgot you're the operant power. Stop doing that. You gotta remember. It's not where it sits. Okay, so I get it. You'll think that that's where it sits. That's what's happening. Okay, when's it gonna move? But where is it going next? Stop asking those questions because you're the creator. Where's it going next? You decide. You decide where it's going next. You got to snap yourself out of it and say, oh yeah, I know where it goes next. We're getting engaged. Is that what you want? Or we're telling each other, I love you. He already said that, right? He loves you. He's ready to move in. He's ready for everything. He wants to know every inch of you. He wants to know every thought in your mind. He wants to know all of your body. He wants to know all about you, all of your likes and all of your dislikes. He wants to know all about you. That's where it sits. Why don't you let it sit there? Why don't you decide that? You are the operant power. Whatever you're deciding, whatever you're assuming is happening. If you're assuming based on the 3D reflection, then you're going to manifest based on the reflection. Do you want to manifest based on this reflection in the mirror, or do you want to have unlimited possibilities and you take conscious control and create? Because you could do that. Okay, got it? Okay, you got it now, and you're changing it right now. You're literally changing it right now. So anyway, you guys are powerful. I have to run. I'm going to my Pilates workout class. You are the operant power. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your life. If you need additional help, join my community. I would love for you to be part of my community. I would love to connect with you. I would love to see your success. I cultivate success stories within my group. So join my VIP group if you want to level up to the phase 2. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys later.